just talk about few things with this in background. I think the three things which came up very well, which I could see that one is the operational efficiency, second is the employee empowerment or customer experience, right? And definitely other one is definitely the regulatory compliance on the the security side of it. Now we also have the very similar feedback from the industry, whether it is your organization or your kind of organizations in government, in public sector, or in enterprise. So one, definitely after this pandemic, after this 2.5 years of challenging times for all of us, I think pressure is huge on the IT department or the CIOs of the organizations. And especially what we can see is that there is an increasing need for the employee empowerment. How you can help your employees to get the services they want, get the get the access they need, or it can be application, it can be services, it can be infrastructure, anything, right? And definitely you have to do it with your limited number of resource, and you have to do the more and more number of services to your employees. Now that actually creates a lot of necessity for the self-service, for the automation in the system. So one area that what we see in the industry, in the market today, that is what a lot of adoption is happening around that. And then IT and digital only can help if you have the right kind of tools, right kind of process in place, right? So that can happen through maybe different process automation tools, or maybe workflow automation solutions, and even you can write applications for that, but you do not have that much of time to get into that. So you end up using RPA, end up using different kind of workflow automations and stuff like that. So this is one area we see kind of emerging, and we can see customers are adopting, and we are also helping a lot of customers. Second part we can see is that customer experience, right? Because I can see that every one of you in your organization, you are kind of building a lot of mobile app, you are probably enhancing your portals, and so that your customers or your internal external customers can get a better service or the better insights out of whatever you are offering. And I think DHL, you are doing a lot of things in terms of using IoT to deliver, increase the operational efficiency of the customer experience, right? And I'm sure same thing goes in IOCL, because I know that you have a lot of initiatives around IoT operations and all, because you have so large deployment of different systems, not only in your downstream, upstream, both the side. So that in one thing is very important. What we have seen is that whenever any application is being kind of deployed, whether it's a customer facing application or the CRM application, customer experience is important. Now, how do you do the customer experience? It is important that you have to see that seamless experience across your website, across your mobile, across your any other devices which is being used. Now, this requires a lot of planning and testing of that. So one other way we are also helping a lot of customers today, before they deploy an application, how you test that application from mobile, from security, from different other aspects. Load testing, those things are very standard, right? And I give one example, which is probably all of you are touched by, that is income tax. This income tax 2.0 recently what happened, right? So they actually started testing all their applications before they roll out, even though they're the best of the application. GST, and they do the application testing on, and they're using automation to do that because it takes a lot of time. Now, how you can do that remains a challenge, but I'm just putting this point, probably this can be one of the area where we see that a lot of customers like you are looking at, and where probably we are also kind of working with many customers. Third aspect definitely is the cyber security, which is securing your business or the security your infrastructure, and how you can do that. And vulnerability is much more, because now after this pandemic, online and remote working and those things have gone up, and how you can manage your infrastructure, security infrastructure, how you manage your identities, is very important, because today, Mr. Nambiar probably is not only using his applications or the services from office, but also anywhere, or maybe Mr. Saxena, you have been doing it. So it has changed completely, right? So how do you know that somebody is not stealing your identity and accessing your core applications, which is you are as a super user normally does it? How do you know that? Because it can happen from anywhere. So there is a need that how you can do a lot of geofencing and stuff like that, and identity management is more than single sign-on today. So that is another challenge we can see, customers are facing, and it will be more and more because it is not only the employees but also for the customers. Because today, customers also getting access to a lot of your application and service in your system. So breach can happen anywhere. So I think there is a third aspect what we can see that things are important for any smart IT kind of situations.